Action.
It's me.
It's Ray Charles.
It's me.
It's you.
It's us.
It's the blackout. Yeah.
Fucking your bitch like duh. Peanut butter on the inside the wheel like duh. Blow a check with my clip like duh. In your hood, niggas know on the shit like duh.
Am I getting to the money like duh? You the type of nigga fall in love with a bitch at the club, and you know you gotta stay strapped up. You talking about condoms, I'm talking about guns.
Hey, it's episode 8. No time to hate. We're gonna pop this thing off talking about religion.
Yeah.
So religion is basically the belief in a superpower, some type of god or gods or something like that, right?
Uh-huh.
Yo, do you believe that religion is real, or do you believe it's like a form of control, or is it fake, or what you think about religion?
I think it's a little bit of both. It just depends on who's teaching the sermon, who's giving the word.
I think religion is fake, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think it's like more like a form of control than anything else. Like religion kind of like. Now don't get it wrong. I'm not an atheist or nothing like that. I'm more spiritual than like any one specific religion. I think religion categorizes you. You know what I'm saying? I think it puts you in like I'm a Christian. I'm a Muslim. I'm a Catholic. You know what I'm saying? Like it categorizes you and it makes you focus on like just that one thing. Spirituality is like it. I can look abroad. I can study abroad. I can believe in all of this. Like I've studied a little bit of Catholicism. I've read into a little bit of Islam, and I've read the Bible a couple times and stuff. Okay. And they all talk about the same God. They even talk about the same people. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, these are 3 different religions.
But they use 3 different names of the same person?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's God, Jehovah, Yahweh, whatever you want to call them. You know what I mean? It's just.
What's the nigga named Yahweh?
I ain't talking about Yahweh, bro. I'm talking about God.
That way, Yahweh.
Jay-Z called himself Jehovah shit. He God. You know what I'm saying?
But everybody just touched the billion shit. You might be.
Hey, look. So basically,
G.
So I think like, here's what I think. I think that we as people sometimes we use religion to our own, you know what I'm saying, benefit. Like we can always like quote unquote, well, it's how you interpret it. So I'm gonna give you an example, a live example today. I was at work, right? And I cussed. And the older lady, she asked me. She was like, "Why do y'all cuss?" She's from Africa. And I was like, we cuss because we're Americans trying to be funny and stuff like that. But she was like, no, for real, like, why do y'all cuss? And I was like, why does it matter? Like, is it a bad thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, she said, yeah. She thought, like, it's a bad thing. So I'm like, yo, if I go outside right now and I cuss, I can't get locked up for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not against the law. Like, so where is it a bad thing? And she did what a lot of people do when they're trying to prove a point. They revert to religion. Yeah. And so she was like, I was like, show me, like, where does it say it's a bad thing? She was like, in the Bible. There's nowhere in the Bible that it says that cussing is bad. You see what I'm saying? But if I wasn't somebody who maybe was, so confident in what I believe in, maybe was a little bit more, right, wasn't so spiritual, maybe was a little bit more influenced, she could have been able to drop that quote unquote jewel on me, and I believe it. True. You see what I'm saying? Slick, like manipulating. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Humans have been on this earth for like at least 200,000 years, right? But recorded religion has only been around for 5,200 of those 200,000 years. I'm not a mathematician, but that's like 2%. Yeah. So who were we praying to and believing in before? You know what I'm saying? Like
shit, I guess a rock, nigga. I don't know shit.
Now, like realistically, like what was we doing before that? Did God just come down and he was just like, all right, I think today I'm tired of watching y'all fuck up, so I think today I'm gonna instill some laws for y'all.
Yeah.
And then if that's the case, then why is it so many different religions? Why wouldn't it just be this one superpower that came and was like, yo, da-da-da-da?
I think they could have like split over time and just kind of made their own religion that people just follow. Just like people follow and flock to certain.
So that's true. So like it could be used as a form of control. People follow damn near anything here. People follow celebrities, I'm pretty sure. So that'll bring us into our next topic. We have a pastor, a native pastor here, Creflo Dollar, right? Good pastor. You know what I mean? I don't have anything like negative to say about him, but it's just it's wild. So how people will follow behind something that they believe in doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong. I'm not saying that what he's doing is wrong. I just think that it's wild. You know what I'm saying? This could be a form of control. Creflo Dollar has a website where he wants you to pay for God's word. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Outside of going to church with him, he has a website where I guess he teaches God's word. He wants you to pay for God's free word. You know what I'm saying? That he says that even you too can.
crazy.
It is very crazy, bro.
Wow.
He says that even you too can withdraw from God's bank account. Creflo Dollar has his congregation so engulfed in him, and
But that's crazy. Hold on, let me stop. He said pay for it. God is almighty, though. Why would he need money? Why would you take from God's bank account if God doesn't need money?
maybe that's why he think you could take from it. He just wants to give it to you. Just here go.
Hey, bro, I'm really rocking with you that control shit, cause that shit just sounds stupid.
You see what I'm saying? If you can get people to believe in you, you can get people to follow you and do anything. For instance, like you have these mega churches. Creflo Dollar has a mega church. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
World Changers. Creflo Dollar himself is worth like $20-something million, right? But these churches they consist majority of lower middle class and poor people. So how do you get where's the money coming from to fund this stuff? You have these lower middle class and poor people so engulfed and wrapped up in your mind that they'll give their last to just help you out. Creflo Dollar has asked his congregation to buy him a $65 million G650 jet so that he could go around and spread God's word in style.
But why does he have to go in the jet when he could just ride or fly with that employee?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
God's word is God's word. You ain't got to do it with swag.
It's crazy, bro. Like I don't know, bro. But look, we're gonna ease up off of that a little bit. We're gonna switch lanes. We're gonna go into my brother's side of the show.
Hey, but y'all know I love this game.
First instinct.
You dig. It's my time to shine. My brother done did it out. Hey, bro, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, bro. They come some crazy shit. I already know they come some crazy shit.
Hey, alright, let's start with the first one.
Okay.
Is you ready, buddy?
I'm ready. Smart.
We done swerved. Now we about to get back in the right lane and go a little faster.
Okay.
Alright, you want an interview, right? You've been preparing for this job. It's your dream job. You ready? You come in a suit and tie, dressed to the T.
Right.
You get in the interview. He discussing the job. He's giving the whole rundown.
Okay, my boss or employer, whatever.
Your employee.
Yeah.
He look you dead in your eyes and giving you this.
I ain't got nothing in my eyes.
But he, you know, you got
Okay.
going up, and he poop. But when he poop, bro, when he flabbergasted, he talks over it like he didn't do that shit, and he looking at you like, you know. What's gonna be on first initiative, bro?
I think you nasty. Why you ain't gonna try to acknowledge this shit? Say excuse me,
So,
bro.
He gonna be like, hey man, you gonna be doing it, hey, but you gonna really be over here.
No, I'm gonna be like, sir, though I want this job, do you not know that you just passed gas?
Yeah, you know what he gonna do? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm gonna be like, what you mean? What I'm talking about? You can smell it.
Do you want the job or not?
Yes, but I don't want to smell your ass.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Nigga, is there a frog in here? This nigga got a frog in the room, bro. I know you just heard that from boy.
Got a frog in your pocket?
You got a frog? This nigga got a frog.
Hold on with the interview. I'm finding this frog. Where is
This
it?
nigga got a frog.
Man, crazy,
He
man.
got a frog in the disc. Alright. Hey, my second instinct, bro. You gonna love this one, man. Look, check this out.
Second person.
Check this out, bro. You in the club, right? You in the club, minding your own business. Gangster living on the wall as we do. And the young lady, or middle age, whatever lady you like, bro.
Yeah.
She come up to you, and y'all start vibing. Y'all start dancing.
Okay, beautiful.
On the dance
Beautiful
floor,
shit. Okay.
Getting how you get it, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to work that thing.
Now the night is young, and she asks you to come to the crib, right?
Oh, I'm finna work that thing.
You about to work that motherfucker, right? Overtime. Until you get to the door and ring the doorbell, and she say, come in, and you notice that she ain't got one motherfucking teeth in her mouth. Shawty is snaggle.
Man, I'm gonna punch her in the mouth. What you talking about, nigga? Go ahead.
You gonna punch her in the mouth, man. But real talk. What is your first? How you gonna get out of that situation?
Yo, listen.
Now the light on her ass, you couldn't see it in the dark because
This
you
what I'm
in
gonna
the
do.
club.
I'm gonna close the door on myself, right? But before I close the door, I'm gonna tell her, I'm gonna be like, you know what, ma'am? You know, I think you seem like you a little busy. I'm gonna let me go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna close the door on myself. I'm gonna politely excuse myself in this situation.
But you know what I'm gonna do? You know my favorite line? I'm gonna look her dead in the eye and say, look, Lord, you know you ain't had no goddamn teeth in your mouth. Why the fuck you ain't tell me you had no teeth in your mouth?
She can't tell you she ain't got no teeth. She can't talk. She ain't got no
spit
teeth in
on
her
me.
mouth.
But what?
She ain't got no goddamn teeth. She can't tell you nothing.
Shawty come on here looking like Freddie Jackson with her ugly ass, right? I know you got somewhere to go. That nigga Chris Tucker said, bro.
Yeah, you know it's crazy though, because look, it's crazy because like listen, ladies, love y'all to death, but it's hard out here. Like it's really hard out here. Like a man could take you home and you start taking off shit and wiping out shit and pulling shit off. And you a whole nother person. Like, what the fuck going on?
Never seen no bitch with wrinkles on her elbows.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Then, so, like, realistically, that's possible as fuck that you could take a motherfucker home. You could be in the club, you know, kind of tipsy or whatever. A motherfucker look like somebody, you know what I'm saying? And then you get that ain't got no goddamn teeth. Boy, who?
Shawty be at the club looking light skinned, be dark as fuck. Bitch, this ain't Rochelle. Who the fuck are you?
Hey, we gonna switch like, try not to crack. Yeah, we're gonna jump into some events. Sometimes they're current, sometimes they're bizarre. Today they're gonna be critical, right? Religion, is it a form of control or is it real? You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of pastors right here that have done some things that weren't too, you know, godly. Yeah, and people still follow them anyway. So I'm gonna keep saying that question. I'm gonna keep repeating it. Religion, is it a form of control or is it real? So just listen to this. We're gonna start with the mega church televangelist Joel Osteen out of Houston, Texas, Lakewood Church of Christ. Right? We all know about Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen is worth $56.5 million. Stays in a $10 million house.
Wow.
You know? Joel Osteen was also the pastor that got criticized for closing his doors to his church during Hurricane Harvey. You know, one of the biggest hurricanes that ever took place in this country. You think that's kind of fucked up? Like, did he, like, you know, close his doors? Aren't you supposed to do as God does unto others, do unto others that you want them to do?
Yeah, it's always fucked up, bro. Because I don't give a fuck how much money you have or whatever the fuck it is. If you into God, and just like that shit they say back in the day, WWJD, what would Jesus do?
Right.
Jesus wouldn't have turned his back on them folk. No matter how much water was in her, they needed a shelter over their head, right?
Right. Joel Osteen.
And plus you got a $10 million house too, which you could have put some people in too. But let's not talk about that. Yeah.
For real. Joel Osteen's church, for those of us who don't know, is the old Houston Rockets arena. His church sits 16,000 people. He had more than enough room to shelter damn near all of Houston, you know what I'm saying? No, but realistically, he had more than enough room to shelter those people, but he didn't, you know, initially. And he came up with reasons why. His story changed 3 different times as to why he didn't initially do it. But, you know, shout out to Joel Osteen who eventually did it the right thing. You know, religion, is it a form of control or is it real?
But you know a nigga be lying when he changed his story 3 times, but come on.
You know, there's another pastor named Demetrius McFarland. He's out of Montgomery, Alabama, right?
Yo.
So Demetrius McFarland was giving a sermon on Sunday, and instead of giving a real just normal sermon, he gave a testimonial confession, I guess. So he told his congregation that in 2003, he knew that he had HIV. He told his congregation that in 2008, he had full-blown AIDS. He also told his congregation that he slept with women in his congregation. It created a big uproar, you know what I mean? It's crazy. So you have a pastor that knew that he had AIDS, HIV, and he slept with members of his congregation.
Knowing he had it.
Right? Knowing that he had this.
But it's godlike, right? It's not a form of control, bro.
This is godly or like, is this like...
yeah, that's...
Yo, the Pope just signed, I don't even know the Pope's name, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't feel bad for knowing the Pope's name, but the Pope just signed a bill that states that anybody within, wherever he's at, that if they know of known sexual child abuse, they need to report it. Who's gonna report the Pope?
Who's gonna report the Pope?
Shit, I guess the nigga behind KFC that found God. Shit.
Who gonna report the Pope for the sexual child abuse that the Pope has been having for as long as the Pope's been the Pope? The Pope, for those of us who don't know, is quote unquote supposed to be looked at like God on earth. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The sexual molester
is the Pope. I'm with you, bro. Like, how the fuck, who punishes the Pope? Bro?
Right, so who's gonna punish the Pope? There's another pastor, since we're talking about homosexuality, right? First I'm gonna say rest in peace. And we're not here to bash anybody, you know what I'm saying? So
hell, but I know this.
You know, get out your sensitive skin. We're talking about Bishop Eddie Long.
Yeah, no, man.
So Bishop Eddie Long, he did a lot of preaching against against anti-gay stuff like that. He actually had a legacy march that he did. He also wrote a book called "Deliver Us from Adam." That basically, he was preaching about anti-gay theology, just being against gay stuff.
What the fuck is Adam?
It's supposed to be Adam and Eve. It's Adam and Steve, goddamn. Bishop Eddie Long had multiple counts of molestation with teenagers in his church.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
What's up with these niggas and teenagers, bro?
I don't know what This is crazy. This is a mega church pastor. Rest in peace to Daddy. He's gone. He passed away, but you preach so much against being gay, and you're gay.
Doing it.
You know what I'm saying?
Long stroking these boys.
Man,
long stroking these boys. Go Eddie. Nah, Roger. But Eddie, boy, that boy shit.
Eddie long stroking these boys.
Oh my God.
and then go wash away his sins on Sunday as he preached these lies to people. It's crazy, man. Is religion a form of control, or is it real? I'm just asking. Yes, there's good and bad and everything, but is it a form of control?
Not that damn bad, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
stealing cookies is bad, nigga. You long stroking boys, that's a whole nother level, my nigga.
That bad another snap. Hey, so we gonna switch lane. We gonna go into Would You Rather one time. We gonna switch lane.
Shit like that.
Hey, this my part of the show.
Yeah.
No, I gotta make you think. I got
Shit
some
like
wild Would You Rather questions this time. I just really want to see where your mind's at, right? Would you rather wipe your ass with?
But I know you said wow, but you really pulled that one out your ass. Hold on, why you pull that one?
Would you rather wipe your ass with sandpaper?
Oh hell nah.
Or would you rather use hot sauce for eye drops?
But that's too easy, man. I'm going with the hot sauce for eye drops, man.
You gonna put hot sauce in your eye?
But I am not about to have a bloody ass rectum for 3 weeks when I get down wash my motherfucking eyes out for 15 minutes. You heard about that chemical reaction shit?
What chemical reaction shit?
Bro, you get that shit in your eyes, you do like that hill.
You can't rub your eyes and it is it.
But I'm just saying, that's your first initial. You can be like, bro,
you gonna be able to see shit.
With a bag, you ain't gonna do none of that shit.
You gonna be able to see though.
Shit, I don't give a fuck. At least I'm gonna scratch your ass. Blood ass, what the hell? I didn't say, how you gonna be working?
They got like a nigga on the period, goddamn. They gonna lie with the nigga ass.
Nigga gonna sound like a scratch on booty head ass boy.
I got number two. Would you rather? And this is in public, right? This is funny. Would you rather, and this is gonna be in public on World Star, would you rather get beat up in public by a midget man or a woman?
I'm going with midget man, bro.
You can beat up by a midget man.
But check the swag though, right? A midget man got a man in it, right?
Right.
A man, okay. And I got the Ray-Ban, so I can play like Ray Charles. I can't see shit.
Man.
So I can be like, bro, am I fighting an octopus? This nigga's fast as fuck. I'm fighting that.
But you ain't gonna never be able to live that down, bro.
I can't live it down. How they gonna bash a blind man, bro?
You ain't blind,
motherfucker. You know the niggas that don't know I'm blind. Them niggas on work, I don't know I'm blind. What you talking about? Them niggas don't know me.
They gonna be like Anthony Joshua when he lost to Andy Ruiz, goddamn.
But hell nah, bro. I ain't losing no chalupa eating ass. We didn't say he was a chalupa, bro. We just said that this nigga was really, really short. Like I said, I can't see, so I ain't
retarded, man. I think, okay.
Can't find a shadow.
Me, I'm a goddamn. I'm a lose to the woman.
What the fuck you gonna lose to the woman for?
Because it's the mind frame behind this shit. I gotta figure it out already.
Deep ass philosophy.
This shit deeper than the abyss. Check me out, right? If I don't hit her back,
I know
cause she a woman.
This nigga, I can
then I could lose the fight with nobody even saying nothing bad about me, whether they know I lost or not. If I don't swing back, I'm a blame her. Man, she a woman. You know I ain't hit her back, bro. You know I ain't gonna be no woman. My mama raised me better than that.
But what if she a UFC fighter, bro? You gonna be like, bro, your ass just got your
no, she not gonna be no UFC fighter. I'm not gonna get drugged by no female now. Now, if I'm gonna beat her ass, then I'm gonna just have to beat her ass.
So on one side, your rebuttal gonna be, she was a woman.
Yeah, hell yeah.
She's a woman.
They gonna see that I didn't fight back cause she a woman. Cause men don't want to hit women like that.
That's what you gonna rock with?
I got to,
let
bro.
That motherfucker hit you in your nose. All that shit gonna go out the
Oh, beat that bitch ass.
From the top, face ass. Keep coming with the leg drop, man. That shit gonna be a whole WWE, man. Whole nother session.
Oh man.
But you
Okay.
crazy.
Switch lane one more time. This is the part of the show that we dedicate to those that support us the most. We want to say thank you first. Fan questions, right?
Yeah, like that. Hey, this is the fan questions, the part of the show where you ask the blackout@gmail.com. And speaking of fans, we got one on the line right now. Yo.
Hello?
Are you there?
Hey, what's your name?
My name is Ashley. Hey, Willie.
Hey, talk to me, Ash. That my
Hey,
dog.
what's
What's happening?
up?
Shit, you tell us.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to start a podcast, and I was just wondering if you guys had any advice to give somebody that was inspiring to do what you guys are doing.
Of course, hustle and stay the fuck out the way. Just focus on your grind.
Yo,
Yeah.
realistically, love, like, no matter what, just stay focused. Like, you're gonna have distractions, and then just know this, like, the closer that you get, like, the more those distractions are gonna come. It might even come from the people that's closest to you, but don't let it deter you from your main goal, and your main goal is to get that podcast started.
And there's platinum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you for calling in.
All right, bye, peace.
Stay
Okay.
up.
Hey, yo, I'm not even gonna lie, that was dope.
We got us another fan question. What would you like to ask us, sweetheart?
What's your name?
Hey guys, my name's Jasmine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was wondering, like, how is it for you guys to find your locations?
Like, are you asking, like, is it hard, or, like, how do we do it?
Like, what's the process? Is it hard? You know, how do you guys determine what place you're gonna use? How do y'all go about all that?
Yo,
Man.
you wanna take it?
Hey, I'll let you fly with this one.
Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. Listen, yes, it's hard. It takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? You gotta either pay somebody or you gotta know somebody. I'm not even gonna lie.
And then the location got to be dope that you want to shoot at too. So that's definitely plays a major part in it too. So.
And then, like, it's up to you if you want to correlate your location with the topic of what you're talking about. That'd be dope too. But sometimes we just like to have dope locations. So yeah, it's definitely hard. It's not easy, love, like it all.
Hey, appreciate you watching. Continue to watch.
Yo, thank you.
Shout out to y'all. Love the show.
Thank you.
Call in again.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, yo, I love that.
Yeah.
I got a fan question over here. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it flowing. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it flowing.
Flowing. Yeah.
This fan question comes from a person, Christy. Christy said,
Shout out to Christy.
no, I mean, that's her IG, Christy, like that.
Oh, okay. I'm like, but she double Christy?
Yeah,
She the truth.
Christy 2 times is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it is. Christy says, how are you guys so comfortable with being on camera? Do you ever get nervous?
Check this out, man. First off, like I said, I've been knowing my brother for 20 years, and this shit is just now.
I'm nervous right now, goddamn. Fuck you talking about?
You know my leg, but nah, it's really just the chemistry, bro. I've been knowing dude so long that it just happened, man. It's like the camera ain't even there sometimes, and of course the confidence plays, and you know you just gotta be yourself. If they like it, they like it. They don't, they don't. That's just how it goes.
Yo, that's the truth. Like, of course we get nervous. Like, that's just being real. Of course we get nervous. Shit, I'm nervous right now sometimes. I ain't gonna cap, but at the end of the day, like, you gotta get it done. Like, you can't let your nerves stop you. Like, you gotta get it done. You either gonna get it done or you're not gonna get it done. If you don't get it done because you're nervous, then you're a bum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, being nervous is only fear that you can overcome. You can overcome fear, but you definitely can't let the fear win.
You
That's how
can't.
nervous
Hey,
it
look,
is, bro.
we gotta get up out of here. All of us is hungry. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all for watching. We're gonna drop a jewel on y'all. You know we gotta leave with a jewel. Bah! Yeah. Okay, no matter what your spiritual belief is, no matter what faith you choose, believe in yourself and believe that you have the ability to do whatever it is that you need to do. Plus, it really just takes too much energy to try to prove that God is not real or God doesn't exist. And honestly, I don't have enough faith to be an atheist. Don't take it from me. Take it from the man Norman that wrote the book himself. It's me.
It's you.
It's us.
It's the blackout.
Heal.